Hello, guys. Welcome into our weekly live stream, as always, at 6 p.m. London. I have a couple of updates from the previous live stream from last week. What I wanted to talk about today is about progress of our ambassador marketplace that will be released soon. So first of all, we are bringing a lot of attention now in within venture funds and angel investors. With this idea, there is two incubators that are ready to become a part of the ambassador program. And when I say become a part of ambassador program, is that they are going to be offering our services to startups in their incubation process, which is great. Because most of the accelerators and incubators, they have batches, and those batches are usually going for about I would say between two and 6 months. So that means that every 2 and 6 months, those accelerators and incubators are accepting new batches, new companies, new startups, and they will be constantly offering our ambassador services to the new startups that are coming to the batch, which is first of all beneficial for the startups, for growing the community there, especially Web3 communities, and for the accelerators to offer help to the startups that are joining their incubators. So I think this is great news that we're already, we didn't even try to find the market fit. It basically found us itself. The big help to that was participation in one of the batches of the incubator that we were in last year. Like I said, there were many connections made. We met a lot of people from different industries, obviously including Web3, metaverse, blockchain and stuff, and also different funds and other heads of incubators that came to talk to us during our batch. So we're already seeing results of the interest of those companies in working with us. That's one thing. Another thing is that we are currently going through due diligence with one of those incubators slash funds. They're an incubator as well, but they're a venture fund at the same time, and they are interested in helping Grand Time grow with the investment. And right now, like I said, like I promised last time, I will be updating the community on the investment process, how it's going, what are the results. So the results are that we're currently going through due diligence. We already had multiple calls with the team. Separately from the team with tokenomics, separately from the venture team itself that is deciding whether to invest or not, and on what terms and what amounts and stuff. And with that being said, since we are going through due diligence with them, they also have a pretty big community of angel investors within their incubator accelerator and they will be also offering to join the round to them if they decide to invest themselves. So this is what I wanted to say about the process or about the progress of raising. Obviously, it does not mean that we already raised. It just means that we're going through the diligence. But the reason why I'm announcing it is because I really like the venture fund that we're working with and that we're talking to, and their philosophy and their ways of investment, and how they're looking at the whole situation. Like I've said many times before on other streams, that we're not looking for an investor that wants to make a very fast exit and not really care about the future of the business, but on the other hand, they want to invest in a way where it's going to be a win-win for both. And I've seen a couple of messages in the main chat again asking about the the listings and stuff like that. And the reason why I am also announcing kind of an answer to this question is that while going through due diligence and discussing the tokenomics and obviously discussing the listing as well, because the investors are also interested in listing, because this is how some of the investors are making money. Investors that are investing in token but not equity, they're very interested about listing. And even though this is how they are making money as well and making exits and profits from their investment, they are not, I don't want to say not letting us, but recommending not to list right now, or possibly within this year. Maybe, who knows how everything goes. Obviously, we've seen some rise of the crypto industry within the last few days. But again, it does not mean that we're in a bull run. It does not mean that everything's going up. We're still predicting. I mean, people that I'm talking to, investors and people that are in crypto business for a very long time, I'm still hearing that we're expecting another dump this year. So the reason why I said that is because I just wanted to point out that this is not only our decision, even though we think the same way, but also people that are companies that are investing are also saying the same thing. It just means that we're doing it right. So this is what I also wanted to share about in regards to the listings, because this conversation popped up on the in our main chat that I saw. So this is what I wanted to share today, guys. Again, overall, I'm just going to sum up what was discussed. The ambassador marketplace is gaining popularity, and we're gaining more and more companies to sign up to our whitelist of the companies that will be using ambassador marketplace. A couple of contracts are being done with the accelerators that will be using our services to help startups in their batches, and also going through due diligence with the venture fund that is interested in participating in the round for Grand Time Ambassador Marketplace that is going to be finished and released in a pretty short period of time. So this is it. I'm ready for the questions if we have any, and we'll be wrapping up. Olga.
Yeah, we have some questions. The first one comes from Nikolai Borisov. Hello, Rafael. How is the development of a bot for an English-speaking school going?
I think I've announced it last week that it had to be ready within the next few days. I did not check on it after it, so can't answer this question the way I want to answer it. I will probably have to, get back to the team and ask them what's going on, and then get back to the chat and answer this question via the text message. Thank you for the question.
Thank you. And the next one comes from Vyacheslav. Rafael, hello. As you know, we have a marathon in the project, and Arthur have already told.
Olga, you're lost. I don't hear you, but I think I can. Yeah, I can hear you now.
Okay. Okay. I read the question. This question comes from Vyacheslav. Rafael, hello. As you know, we have a marathon in the project, and Arthur has already told his story. Will you record a video of how you came to the project? What are your first impressions, and how has the project changed you?
Of course, I definitely, if this is something that will be interested in the community, and also, I will just participate because I'm one of the participants of the project. But before actually recording a video, I'm gonna say that I've been with Grand Time since almost since the beginning since from the idea, I would say even before we had the community, because we were working with Arthur on a different business before, together with Max, three of us. And when this idea came up and Arthur announced it, crypto industry was not something I was um, very, how do I say that? It's not something that I knew a lot, business wise. Since this was something very interesting, and it was the time of the ICOs, and it was around 2017. Everybody started talking about crypto, and crypto was everywhere, but nobody really knew what it really was, and people were just digging in the blockchain and learning about it. So with that being said, I've been with Grand Time from the very first steps, and on how it changed my life and stuff like that, and all the details. I will probably record a video and share it. That way, it will be more interesting to listen if it will be. So I'll definitely participate and share my recording with the community as well. Thank you for your question.
Thank you. And the next one comes from Tatiana. What has served as an influx of participants into the project recently? Because there are already more than 60,000 of them.
Of us, I wanted to correct that, more than 60,000 of us, because I consider myself as one of the participants as well. It's just the role that I have, that I'm also a part of the team that is creating the product itself. But what served as the pump of the people joining the project, obviously it is some marketing campaigns that we're running, and those marketing campaigns are we see some good results. With that being said, I mean that good results that we found, social media advertising that helps grow the community faster and cheaper outside of the US. So marketing campaigns on mostly social media is something that has helped us grow the community rapidly within a short period of time lately, within, I would say, less than a month, I think. That's what happened. And like I said, once we finish the ambassador program, I think this is when we're really going to see a great results of companies joining, and our ambassadors, our community, helping those companies to be promoted, and we will see the amounts of users that are becoming active or not so active, and obviously working on making sure that we are going to be able to let people exchange their tokens if they want to, while performing the tasks. So answer this question again, it's marketing on social media. We found a good way of doing it that is cheaper than it was expected, and we're continuing to accept more and more people to our platform. Thank you for this question as well.
Thank you.
If there are more,
there are some questions, but you answered these questions in your speech at the beginning of the stream.
If that's the case, then we're not going to be announcing questions. I apologize. It was already announced, but this was just the news for the last week. So that's not something I could wait for the question for. Anyways, thank you guys for joining in, for asking the questions. I hope that the news today were interesting, and for me, I think they are, because these are a pretty big results for our community, for our project in general. Some good results, and it just the proof that testing the ideas and together with the community, leads us to the right path. And now we can see that I think we're stepping on the right path. Obviously within the time and life of the project, there will be some more challenges, and there will be some things that we're going to be constantly changing and adapting to the industries and to the market. But as of today, I can definitely say that I feel that we're moving in the right direction, and that we're definitely going to see some success in 2023. This is what I'm targeting, and this is what the whole community is waiting for. And I can tell that investors and companies that will be a part of our big project are also going to prove to themselves that they made a right decision by either investing in it or using. So thank you all, and for my admins, we're going to have a meeting tomorrow, as always at the same time. And for everybody else, thank you guys for joining in, and I will see you all next week on Wednesday at 6 p.m. London on our live stream. Thank you guys, and we'll see you next week. Bye bye.
Thank you. Bye bye.